We're live?
Yes.
Let's see.
We're live.
All right, awesome. What's up, guys? This is the Galaxy's Greatest Austin Peffer along with Shane DeVoe. We're trying something new here today. We have our very first live stream on the Galaxy's Greatest. Big milestone.
I'm proud to be here for it.
Yeah, we attempted to film this, and well, it didn't go quite well. Didn't have enough space on my phone, and I just couldn't delete enough. So now we're here live streaming, and maybe it'll be a turn for the better.
I hope so. I think we're going to get, hopefully this will get more subscribers to the channel, so we're able to do a lot more stuff, especially when we get the Galaxy's Greatest tournament going.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, God, it's going to be great.
Oh, it's great. I see we have 2 viewers. Welcome aboard. We have one. Oh, we're down to 1 viewer. Thanks for leaving. Sorry for the... we're filming at a different time of the day than usual, so the sun's kind of on us a bit, so might have to bear with us a little bit. There are thankfully some clouds coming aboard, so hopefully the sun won't be too big of a deal. But let's get right into the action. So last week the winner was also Chicken Salad with a record of 13-3. Congratulations to you. The current leader for the past few weeks, and looks like for the rest of the season, our very own Shane DeVoe. You have 129 wins, and it's a 6-game lead over the runner-up, which is Big Boss Man 25.
Oh, looks like we got here.
Oh, well, if this isn't our very own Hoggy going under the alias Brando Commando, no, I couldn't read.
Guess he says, wish us good luck today, and go Eagles.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you very much, Hoggy. Wish we could have you here, but it is what it is. I hope you're having a good day, enjoying time with the family. Good stuff. I myself am at 122 wins, so I'm 7 games behind you, so might be making some desperate picks this week.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
I think I made some desperate picks, too.
I think we're having a little bit of fun now. It's the end of the season. Why not go out on a limb?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get started with the games. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons, one of the key games of the week. I have 5 games starred this week because there's a lot of good games that you could argue are game of the week. This is one of them. New Orleans at Atlanta. Who do you have, Shane?
I have the New Orleans Saints. I just feel like last week they proved that they are going to win this division in the NFC South. They they beat the Panthers again, so the Panthers have no tiebreaker with them. They got no chance unless somehow the Saints just blow it the rest of the year. But they're going against another NFC South rival this weekend in their stadium. I think the Saints are just going to throttle them. The Atlanta Falcons are not what they used to be last year. Their offense is average at best now, and their defense is...
It's on the rise.
It's on the rise, yep. But I don't think it's going to be good enough to stop this dual running back of Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara. I think it's going to be over.
I have to agree with you here. New Orleans is just hot. They're red hot. I got to give them all the credit in the world. I didn't think they'd be this good. I thought they'd be 9-7 at best. And... well, they're finally turning the corner, and you know, good for them. Yeah, I've also got the Saints here. I mean, I would like to take Atlanta in an upset, but it's indoors. That's where Drew Brees likes it. That's where he plays his best. I'm gonna roll with the Saints here. We move on to the Indianapolis Colts at the Buffalo Bills. I hear that this game tickets went down as low as $4.
Looks like I'm going to Buffalo.
But who do you have here?
Again, I haven't heard anything about Tyrod Taylor yet. I don't know if he probably is going to play, but I don't know if he is confirmed playing by Saturday at minimum. I'm picking the Buffalo Bills as of right now. If Nair Peterman starts to play, I'm going to have to go with the opposite team because the last time he played, he threw 5 picks and then had to be benched, and then Tyrod came in. But I'm going Buffalo.
I think I have to agree with you there. I do like Buffalo. I think they're the better team. If Nathan Peterman ends up starting, I think I might switch to the Colts. I'll probably put a comment down just to let you guys know. Because Jacoby Brissett's, he's a decent quarterback, and he can get the job done.
And I believe he will be a starting quarterback next year of another team. I believe so.
I won't argue with that. We move on to the Chicago Bears at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals, now they're in complete desperation mode. The Bengals have been bungling so many games. It's hard to pick them, but I think they'll win this one against Chicago. Chicago's not that good of a team. I mean, they've pulled some wins, some impressive wins, but let's be real here. I think the Bengals are the better team, and and they still gotta have playoff hopes. I think they have something to fight for, and they're at home. So I say the Bengals will win.
I say the Bengals too. The Bengals last week, oh my God, for them to be leading by 2 touchdowns at half. Most teams, that would have been game over right there.
Mm-hmm.
But then they started giving away easy penalties, wide open and noticeable holdings and passing interferences, roughing the passer. It just proves that they are they're not consistent. They're not thinking in game-winning situations. And I believe this is going to be a week where Andy Dalton's going to be, okay, guys, we need to stay calm, relax. If we get up big, relax, be focused. And I think they're going to do it this week against a very, very horrible Chicago Bears.
All right. Yeah. And we've just seen this team, we've seen them blow so many games that they've had leads in. We've seen them blow the Green Bay game. We've seen them blow the Tennessee game, the Pittsburgh game just this past week. I mean, I think like the Colts game they played is the only game I can think of that they won in the end.
Yeah, that's the only one. Yep.
Yeah, that they came up clutch, but yeah, but I'll roll with the Bengals here. I think they'll get it here, get it done here.
Get here.
Gotta love being live. Green Bay at Cleveland. Cleveland just fired their vice president, but
vice president of operations. Yep.
Yeah, but as far as I know of, Hugh Jackson will be the head coach of 2018. So,
as of now,
which I mean,
it's kind of surprising when you fire.
It's a bit surprising. I mean, he just hasn't had the talent to work with though. But I mean,
he does have a little bit of Josh Gordon back now, looking, oh my God, phenomenal last week in his debut in 3 years. But
I mean, honestly, if I were Hugh Jackson, I think I'd part ways and maybe join the Bengals next season because Marvin Lewis, he's probably gonna go upstairs, and that means he's gonna say, "Hey, Hugh, you wanna be head coach? You did pretty well here when you were the OC. Andy Dalton misses you." But anyway,
or he just get fired.
But long story short, we have the Packers.
Packers all the way. Again, the odds of the Browns winning are very, very low. Their only chance possibly at winning the season is this game, considering that every other game is less than 50%.
Actually, Week 16, Christmas Eve, at Chicago, I might pick the Browns there. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see in 2 weeks.
We'll see in 2 weeks. Next, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the New York Giants. Upset of the week, I got the New York Football Giants.
Wow, okay.
Have I lost my mind? Yes.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
Whoa!
Surprisingly, I did pick them. I was a little bit irritated at the fact that they started Geno Smith last week and basically asked, quote, forced Eli to sit down just so they can start evaluating the talent on this defense.
But now, McAdoo is done.
And the GM is done,
yeah,
too.
Jerry Reese, he's out of here, too. And you know what? And Eli's starting once again. I think there's going to be a fire. Now, maybe this pick is ridiculous, especially because Sean Lee's returning for the Cowboys. But you know what? We got to live on the edge a little bit. Yep. You know what? I mean, I don't know. I feel like we're going to see the Giants that we should have seen all season.
I believe so too. Eli's going to be, quotes, he's going to be pissed that he had to lose his record, and he was distraught that he was losing a record that he was 1 game away from breaking his brother, because he tied his brother, I believe so, in starting consecutive games.
I mean, he finished in second, which I mean is still impressive, but I mean that's a shame that they just took it away from him.
And he's going to go out and prove that, you know what, the season may be over. I'm going to make sure that someone from the same division on our team, from this team, does not make the playoffs. And he's going to make sure Dallas has no chance if they have no chance.
Let's see. I hope this is not. I had to share the stream, get more people in because we don't have anyone. We haven't had anyone for a little bit now. It is what it is, though. I mean, people will see it later. It's all good. Also, I think the New York crowd's going to be hot for that game because now that all those guys are, because they would have been booing the hell out of the Giants. And,
oh God, yeah.
But now I think there's going to be some hope with that crowd. So, but we'll see Sunday. But as of now, we got the Giants, major upset of the week. Detroit Lions at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I believe Matt Stafford is questionable with a bruised hand injury. I'm still going to take the Lions. So I think they're the better team. They're still alive in playoff contention, even though it looks a bit bleak, but I think they'll get the win out of this game. Tampa Bay doesn't have much rolling for them right now.
Yeah, I believe Tampa Bay is going to lose this one too. Detroit Lions got a lot to go for at this point. They're still in contention. They got very, very low chance of making it. They got to win out and then hope God for large situations where people lose and then to make it. But I believe they're going to win this game, at least give them a chance to possibly make it as a wild card.
All right. Next we have the Oakland Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, the Chiefs, they stink now. I mean,
and I think it all started with the Pittsburgh loss.
It all started with that Pittsburgh loss. Yeah, how about that? They've just fallen downhill. Maybe the loss of Eric Berry just caught up to them, and now they won't have Marcus Peters this game because he's been suspended
by the team.
From what I've heard, it's not just because of the flag issue. I guess there's more issues. I haven't read into all of them yet.
That's what I heard too. But we don't know for certain what it is. It could potentially he was always late to practice or he wasn't doing things. But let's be honest, people. It's because of the attitude that he threw when he threw the flag in the stands. Let's be honest. He made himself look like a total jackass, and then assume that he was ejected, and then come out like, what, I wasn't ejected? And then, yeah, let's be honest.
But, I'm going to go with the Raiders here. I just...
We got one person,
Oh,
boys.
Yay! One person!
Thank you guys for joining us in.
Or guy, I should say.
Guy, girls. Whatever ours, 2017.
And a second like, nice. Yeah, I gotta go with Oakland here. I just don't like taking Kansas City anymore. Watch they end up winning this week, but I can't take Kansas City. I just can't do it.
I'm done with them at this point. It's over for them.
So we next move on to another key game of the week. We have the Minnesota Vikings at the Carolina Panthers. This one could be a fun one, but I gotta roll with Minnesota here. Their team is just red hot right now. They, I believe, tied with New England for the longest winning streak active right now. And I mean, we saw last week, they proved that they are a force to be reckoned with. There's two helicopters going by, so enjoy that sound. Carolina, Cam Newton, he's kind of hit that low point. Like, he's always up and down throughout the season. He's kind of hit that down point. And the less that offense is on the field, the more that great defense is on the field, but they get tired out. I think that's the key to Minnesota's victory. I say they win this game.
I believe so too. The Minnesota Vikings are, as like Austin said, red hot. They are now #1 seed as of right now, ladies and gentlemen, in the AFC. Who would have thought that? And if they will get the #1 seed, they will have home field entirely for the first time throughout the entire playoffs, including the Super Bowl if they make it, which would be unheard of if a team gets this, let alone makes it as their own hosting it. But I have them winning this one. I think it's going to be pretty big of a win, considering that they got a lot to fight for, considering that they're tied right now for #1, considering what the Eagles did last week with their loss. But I think they have a lot to fight for, considering that Case Keenum should be in MVP talks.
All right. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers at the Houston Texans.
You picked them to lose last week. How did you feel about that?
I really wanted to pick San Fran last week, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it just yet. I didn't trust myself. Now I can trust it, and I got the Niners winning this week.
I do too. I picked the 49ers last week. I had a feeling that Garoppolo was going to start, and he's behind the greatest quarterback to ever play this game, and he learned a lot from him in his 3 years there. And he proved it last week that he could go on a road game, and win. It was a 1-point game, but the win in that situation where you were meant to lose, and he goes out, gets him in the field position, game-winning field goal by their former kicker of the Chicago Bears.
Sweet revenge.
For even more of an adjustment to that situation. Congrats to them. I believe they're going to win again to get their 3rd win.
Yeah, I think next year, watch out for San Fran. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. San Fran finishes with a record of at least 8-8 next season.
I can see it. I'm going to go 9-7. They'll make playoffs.
9-7 to make playoffs. Ooh, even better. All right. Already making bold predictions for next season. How about it? We have the New York Jets at the Denver Broncos. One of these teams stink. If you asked me at the beginning of the season, I would have said, yeah, one of these teams definitely stink. Maybe both of them, but most likely that away team. But, yeah, one of these teams stink, and the other team is the Jets. Weird to think. Gotta give Todd Bowles credit, you know. I thought they'd be the Jets would be lucky to have 4 wins at the end of the season, and they have 5 with 4 games left to go. And this team's actually in playoff contention. You know what? I think Todd Bowles might have even saved his job because of how well the Jets are doing. I mean, they're 5-7. It's not that well, but for the Jets, it's pretty dang well. And they're the best team in New York right now.
Yes, they are.
Which is even funnier. But yeah, I gotta go with the Jets here. The Broncos, they just stink. The quarterback situation stinks. The coaching situation stinks. Denver stinks, and not just of weed.
Yep, but that's funny. But I have to go with the Jets too. Even Elway, the greatest Bronco quarterback to ever play for that team, besides the white Bronco, the actual mascot. He's and I quote, embarrassed of how this team has been playing this year. He's called them soft. He's very angry that his team played like this year, considering that they were supposed to be great with this defense. The defense is great. Their offense is the one that's been killing them in these games. And I believe it's going to do it again. They might as well just, again, start. I know Paxton Lynch might be out for injury. Get the guy a chance. Let him play. You've already seen what Simeon can do. You know what Osweiler can do. God forbid he's playing. And just give Paxton Lynch a try. Just get him to see so you can evaluate. And then, since you guys are in the top 3, start getting another quarterback.
Definitely do so. We move on to Tennessee at Arizona. I smell a trap game here, but I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think they're the better team. I'm not sure what the whole Adrian Peterson injury right now. I'm not sure if he's going to be out for this game. Probably. I think it's a neck injury. So if that's the case, I don't expect him to play this game. And I mean, Arizona's definitely got a shot to win, but Tennessee's got more to fight for. So
Same.
And yes, I know they've barely won a lot of games, but the thing is, it's kind of impressive that they can just not play that well and then win in the fourth quarter. If you want to call that impressive, if you want to look at it one way. But I mean, you know what? The Tennessee proved they can close games, they can finish games, and I say this is another game they will finish.
I believe so. I'm picking the Tennessee Titans. They're in the hunt right now. They're actually in the playoffs as of right now.
I believe that they're currently winning their division as of now.
Yep, and they will be playing, if the playoffs will start today, they'll be playing the Ravens as the 6th seed. So potentially this could go either way, but I believe that the Titans are going to win this game, and